I was born with a quiet knowing, a soft voice humming in my soul. Walked through rooms where love was missing, learned to read the danger in a stranger's grin. I carried silence like a blanket, folded tight around my trembling heart. Every bruise became a lesson, every tear another map back to my start. I didn't understand the meaning, didn't know the language of my soul, but something ancient kept on calling, a memory from lifetimes ago. I feel people like a tidal wave, the shadows hit before they speak. I've been told I'm too emotional, but that depth is where my power breathes. I learned to settle for the scraps, thought the bare minimum was love, gave until I disappeared, till I forgot what I was worthy of. Now I'm reclaiming every heartbeat, every boundary I never drew. I'm learning how to stand in sunlight and let the warmth come shining through. There's an awakening in my soul, a fire rising from the unknown. I shifted timelines, broke the chains, turned all my pain into something I claim. I'm not a victim, I'm not alone. I'm waking up to my gifts, I'm finding my way back home. Spirit speaks in dreams and signs, and I'm finally learning to call them mine. I'm stepping into who I've always been, letting the old fall off my skin. I see the younger me, barefoot, brave and waiting still. She whispers, you survived it all. Now it's time to learn to move with intention, purpose and abundance rolling in. She hands me back my courage, she hands me back my name, and in her eyes I see the woman who rose up from the flame. I'm whole, I'm worthy, I'm done with surviving. This is my rebirth, this is me arriving. There's an awakening in my soul, a new identity I've always known. I'm done with poverty in my mind, waiting for it to break into my reality, calling it love that's healthy, strong and kind. I'm not afraid of what's ahead, my soul is louder than my dread. I'm aligned with everything I've grown, and I'm finally finding my way back home. I'm stepping into abundance now, with open hands and steady ground. My future's rising like the dawn, and I'm ready for the life I've waited on. It felt sacred in the beginning, like God was in the room, like heaven cracked the ceiling just to let me feel you move. But after that first week, something shifted in your eyes. You pulled your heart back quiet, left me guessing at the signs. You faded like a whisper, like you didn't want the spark, left me holding all the meaning while you drifted in the dark. And now I see it clearly, it was real but not enough. Guess the connection wasn't sacred, you just liked the feel of us. We talked like it was destiny, like timing finally aligned, like God was speaking through the pauses, like the stars were on our side. You said things that felt prophetic, like you saw inside my soul, like you understood my journey, every wound and every goal. And I opened up a little, let you see the softer parts, let you hear the way I pray, let you feel the way I guard my heart. It had been 5 long years since I let anyone this close. You were the first I let in, the first I trusted with my hopes. I was honest, I was trying, I was real real but not perfect. Nobody walking this earth is, but my love was still worth it. I wasn't asking for forever, just a space where truth could breathe. But now I see you love the comfort, not the woman I would be. It felt sacred in the beginning, like God was in the room, like heaven cracked the ceiling, just to let me feel you move. But after that first week, something shifted in your eyes. You pulled your heart back quiet, left me guessing at the signs. You faded like a whisper, like you didn't want the spark. Left me holding all the meaning while you drifted in the dark. And now I see it clearly, it was real but not enough. Guess the connection wasn't sacred, you just liked the feel of us. Then you got really quiet on me, started living in your phone. Said you wanted something real, but kept leaving me alone. And every time it got deeper, you vanished for weeks at a time, coming back with new numbers, new excuses, new designs. You say God keeps crossing our paths, like heaven was your shield, but you were the one ensuring it. That truth has now been revealed. You reached out when life got heavy, when your world was falling through. But love isn't meant to be a shelter, only when it benefits you. I gave you rides on empty, believing gas would come on pay, but you started a fight and disappeared before that promised day. I'm on limited income, trying to scratch what little stays. And every month I helped you, I paid for it in different ways. You held me just a handful of times, never kissed me, turned your face. And I told myself it's patience, but it was distance taking place. Christmas came with perfume, but the next day came to sing. You were angry, I had nothing, though you knew I couldn't bring. You spent the day complaining in another room or on your phone. In the moment I dropped you off, I felt the truth, I was alone. You called me selfish when I asked for what you took to be returned, and that insult lit the fire. That's the day my spirit learned. Maybe it was just a lesson, not a lifetime like it seemed. Maybe God was showing me the difference in a spark and something clean. Maybe he used that first week just to open up my heart, to remind me I could feel again, even if it fell apart. Real love doesn't vanish, real love doesn't disappear. Real love stands in the fire, it stays present when it's near. Real love doesn't drain you or make you shrink to fit its needs. It doesn't use God as a cover for manipulation or greed. So I'm letting go with honor, letting go without regret. Thankful for the revelation, thankful for the truth I get. I'm not bitter, I'm not broken, I'm just wiser than before. And I'm ready for the kind of love that doesn't walk back out the door. It felt sacred in the beginning, like God was in the room, like heaven cracked the ceiling, just to let me feel you move. But after that first week, something shifted in your eyes. You pulled your heart back quiet, left me guessing at the signs. You faded like a whisper, like you didn't want the spark. Left me holding all the meaning while you drifted in the dark. And now I see it clearly, it was real but not enough. Guess the connection wasn't sacred, you just liked the feel of us. And now I'm walking forward steady, letting go of what won't stay. If it isn't real, it isn't for me. God will send the one that stays. Yeah, I'm walking with my head high, moving into brighter days. If it isn't rooted in its truth, then it's not meant to be my place. It started soft, it started warm. You were the first to touch my heart. Since the day I signed those papers and rebuilt myself from scars, you made me laugh when I forgot how. Held my hand like you meant forever. You taught me how to trust again, how to believe love could get better. You showed me how to open up, how to stop doubting every blessing, how to shine without apology, without second guessing. But when I finally felt safe enough to let it all go and fall into you, you dropped me from the highest hope, and my soul shattered on the truth. Now I'm sitting with the pieces, trying to read between the lines. I don't know if my heart is broken, but my spirit's aching tonight. Was it all a lie, or did you just lose the light? You always gave me less, but I kept giving life. And now I hear you calling, but I can't go back this time. You hurt me really bad, and I'm asking God why. Why'd you make me feel safe just to tear me apart? Why'd you open up my hope just to close off your heart? I gave you everything real, gave me pieces of your mind. Tell me, was it love, or was it never really mine? You said I was enough for you, but your actions told the truth instead. You pulled away without a warning, left me talking to your ghost inside my bed. Was it my fire that scared you off? Was it my purpose you couldn't face? Did my growth remind you of the things you still refuse to change? You still carry wounds I buried. You still run from what I viewed. You still fight the parts of you you never wanted revealed. I questioned all my energy, wondered if I made it far, but now I see the sabotage was never mine at all. You're not ready for my level. You've got lessons left to learn, and I can't keep losing pieces every time you crash and burn. Was it all a lie, or just a soul out of time? You always gave me less, but I kept giving life. And though I hear you calling, I'm choosing my own rise. I want joy, I want peace, and I'll find them in time. I can't stay in this sake, I can't keep losing my shine. So I'm letting you go, Lord, don't let me miss the signs. If it wasn't meant to be, then it was never really mine. I'm sad, I'm hurting, but I'll heal, I'll climb. And maybe one day I'll look back and thank God you weren't mine. But right now I'm breaking, trying to breathe through the pain, trying to trust there's a purpose in losing you this way. God, help me rise, help me shine, help me hold on to the light that's still mine. Help me not miss my destiny because of this heartbreak tonight. Help me walk forward, help me release what's gone, help me choose my future even when it hurts this strong. God, help me rise, help me shine, help me step into the light you've been preparing all this time. I woke up different, but it feels like truth. Like the woman I've been dreaming is finally breaking through. I'm not running from the shadows, I'm letting them fade. I'm walking in the light of every choice I've made. I still got some habits that I'm working through, but God's been patient with me, showing me what's true. I don't have to be perfect, I don't have to pretend. He's shaping me gently, teaching me to rise again. My body's still hurting, but I'm moving ahead. I refuse to let the pain pull me back into dread. I breathe with intention, I speak with grace. I'm stepping into destiny with a steady pace. I'm not who I was, and I'm not afraid. This peace in my chest is the shift I prayed. I'm guided, I'm chosen, I'm finally free. I'm learning how to live as the healed version of me. I'm aligned and unshaken, standing in truth, rooted in the woman I was born to move into. I walk in power, I walk in peace, I rise in purpose, I rise with ease. I'm aligned and unshaken, aligned and unshaken. And everything I need is already in the making. My intuition's waking like a long-lost friend. My dreams speak louder than the voices of men. I'm not fixing broken things that aren't mine to save. I'm pouring all this healing into the life I crave. I'm wealthy in spirit, I'm rich in soul. My blessings are aligning with the seeds I sow. I'm worthy of love, I'm worthy of rest. I'm worthy of the overflow I've never possessed. Some days I feel fragile, but I still move strong. Even when my body aches, I keep pressing on. I honor my limits, but I don't lose my flame. I'm learning how to rise without carrying shame. I'm not who I was, and I'm not afraid. This peace in my chest is the shift I pray. I'm guided, I'm chosen, I'm finally free. I'm learning how to live as the healed version of me. I'm aligned and unshaken, standing in truth, rooted in the woman I was born to move into. I walk in power, I walk in peace, I rise in purpose, I rise with ease. I'm aligned and unshaken, aligned and unshaken. And everything I need is already in the making. I release what's heavy, I release what's gone. I release the battles that were never mine to take on. I claim my future, I claim my name. I claim the woman rising from the fire, unashamed. I don't need perfection, I just need grace. God's healing every part of me at His own pace. I'm aligned and unshaken, standing in truth, rooted in the woman I was born to move into. I walk in power, I walk in peace, I rise in purpose, I rise with ease. I'm aligned and unshaken, aligned and unshaken. And everything I need is already in the making. The woman I am now. I gave you grace you never honored, held space you never tried to fill. You loved a version of me that bent for you, not the woman standing in her will. You kept your truth behind your silence, but God revealed your intentions in the end. Every I don't know was just avoidance. Every you're selfish was a tactic to drag me back and make me question it all. I used to shrink to make you comfortable, but that's the girl I buried long ago. Cause the woman I am now won't take the blame, just to keep a man who won't grow. I used to pray to keep the peace, but that girl's gone, she's finally free. I see the signs before they speak, and I won't lose myself again to keep someone else at ease. Cause the woman I am now drives the red flags in the rear view. No more more circles, no more deja vu. I choose respect, I choose the truth. I choose the kind of love that chooses me too. I'm not here for half love, half effort, half truth. My heart's too sacred for the careless and confused. I'm done with begging for the bare minimum. I'm too real for him to hold to me. Yeah, the woman I am now won't settle for what she outgrew. You try to twist the story backwards. I pretend the proof was something I imagined, but intuition never lies to me. It's God's voice cutting through the static. You said bye just to feel power, but I felt peace the moment I let go. Blocking you was an anger, it was closure, a boundary wrapped in self-control. You wanted me to doubt my knowing, wanted me to fall like I did before, but the woman I am now won't second guess just to keep a man from walking out the door. I used to break just to stay soft, but now I rise with the cost. I learned the lesson in the loss, and I won't trade my worth again for someone who gets lost. Cause the woman I am now drives with red flags in the rear view. No more circles, no more deja vu. I choose respect, I choose the truth. I choose the kind of love that chooses me too. I'm not here for half love, half effort, half truth. My soul's too bright for someone who dims the room. I'm done with begging for the bare minimum. I'm too real for him to hold too true. Yeah, the woman I am now finally knows she deserves something new. One day I'll meet the love that mirrors all the healing that I fought to earn. A steady hand, a gentle spirit, a heart that knows how to return. A man who sees me as the blessing, not a burden he has to endure. A love that's honest, present, grounded, not a guessing game. I must decode, and when he comes I'll recognize him. No masks, no games, no hidden truth. Cause the woman I am now walked away from what was breaking her to make space for what was meant to bloom. Now the woman I am now drives with red flags in the rear view, and the road ahead is wide and new. I choose respect, I choose the truth. I choose the kind of love he chooses me too. I'm not here for half love, half effort, half truth. I'm done with men who don't know what to do. I'm too real for him, too deep, too rooted, too aligned for someone who stays wounded. Yeah, the woman I am now finally knows she deserves something true. I'm not her anymore. I'm not bending for broken love. I'm not shrinking to be chosen. I'm not here for half love, half truth, or half effort. I'm too real for anyone who can't meet me where I stand, and I'll never ignore the signs again. Cause the woman I am now chooses peace, chooses truth, and walks away the moment love stops being love. I walk past the places where my heart once used to break, but now they feel like echoes of a life I had to make. Your name drifts through my mind like a cloud that doesn't stay, just a flicker of a memory that gently fades away. I'm not holding on to heartbreak, I'm not living in the past. I I've stitched myself together with a strength that's built to last. I'm standing in my purpose, in the woman I became, and the love I used to carry doesn't even feel the same. It's just a flicker of a memory now, a shadow I don't chase, a truth I don't allow. I'm walking toward a future where my soul feels seen and met, quietly looking for a man who aligns with who I am. I'm healed, I'm whole, I'm rising with no regret. It's just a flicker of a memory now, and I'm not done yet. I'm learning how to open up without losing who I am, letting softness be a strength, letting trust become a plan. I'm not searching out of loneliness, I'm not reaching out to feel. I'm just ready for a partner who can meet me crystal clear. I'm walking in my calling, every step is lined with grace. I'm choosing love that honors me, not love I had to chase. The past is just a lesson, not a place I need to stay. I'm aligned with something higher and I'm guided on my way. It's just a flicker of a memory now, a shadow I don't chase, a truth I don't allow. I'm walking toward a future where my soul feels seen and met, quietly looking for a man who aligns with who I am. I'm healed, I'm whole, I'm rising with no regret. It's just a flicker of a memory now, and I'm not done yet. I'm stepping into destiny with open hands and steady breath, letting go of every story that was written out of stress. I'm choosing peace, I'm choosing joy, I'm choosing what is blessed. And the woman I am now won't settle for anything less. It's just a flicker of a memory now, a soft reminder of the girl I was somehow. But I'm rooted in my future and I'm ready for what's next. A love that feels like partnership, alignment, truth and rest. I'm healed, I'm whole, I'm rising with no regret. It's just a flicker of a memory now, and I'm not done yet. Not done yet. I've been walking through the pieces of the life I used to know, letting go of all the shadows that were clinging to my soul. Yesterday reminded me of everything I've outgrown, and now I'm standing in the sunlight, finally choosing the unknown. I loved you once so deeply, but that chapter's laid to rest. I'm not searching for the old me, I'm becoming something blessed. My heart still aches a little, but it's beating in my chest for someone who will meet me where not where I was left. I'm moving on to the next, to a love that feels like home, to a man who doesn't vanish when the nights get cold and long. I'm done with holding on to what was never meant to stay. I'm healing, I'm rising, I'm walking my own way. I'm moving on to the next, and I'm finally okay. I've been learning how to trust again, in pieces and in waves, letting strangers hold a smile, letting kindness have its place. I'm not rushing into anything, but I'm open to the spark, 'cause I know the right one's coming, with a steady, honest heart. I'm not bitter, I'm not broken, I'm just done with being used, done with loving out of habit, done with shrinking to fit you. I'm ready for a future where my love is valued too, where someone sees my work before the world tells them to. I'm moving on to the next, to a love that feels like home, to a man who doesn't vanish when the nights get cold and long. I'm done with holding on to what was never meant to stay. I'm healing, I'm rising, I'm walking my own way. I'm moving on to the next, and I'm finally okay. Maybe love will find me slowly, maybe it will come in fast, but I'm done with chasing futures built on pieces of the past. I'm choosing peace, I'm choosing joy, I'm choosing what will last, and leaving all the heartbreak where it belongs, in what has passed. I'm moving on to the next, to a love that feels like truth, to a man who shows up fully, not a ghost from my youth. I'm done with second guessing, done with settling for less. I'm healing, I'm rising, I'm stepping into blessed. I'm moving on to the next, and I'm finally saying yes. I saw you standing there like a ghost I used to know. Smile flickered on your face like you were hoping I'd come close. For a second my shield slipped, old love tried to rise again, but the truth hit just as fast. You're the same as you were then. You said your grandma passed, and I felt that in my chest. But pain don't rewrite history, and love don't fix what's left. My heart dropped when you called, but my hand stayed by my side. 'Cause I remember who I was the last time that I tried. Ran into a lost love, and I almost let you in, but I caught myself remembering how the story always ends. Part of me still loves you, but the rest of me knows why I turned away, walked past you, didn't let you back inside. I'm healing, I'm right. choosing me this time. Ran into a lost love and finally drew the line. You lit up like Christmas morning when you saw my face, but I felt that old familiar pull, that dangerous embrace. You only show up shining when you think I'm shining too, but I'm not the girl you vanished on. I'm someone new. You called me last evening and sent a few texts too, but I couldn't reopen that version to respond. I'm not her anymore. I grew. I'm not cold, I'm not heartless. I'm just done with being hurt, done with giving second chances to a man who left me first. Ran into a lost love and I almost let you in, but I caught myself remembering how the story always ends. Part of me still loves you, but the rest of me knows why I turned away, walked past you, didn't let you back inside. I'm healing, I'm rising, I'm choosing me this time. Ran into a lost love and finally drew the line. Maybe in another life we'd be different, we'd be right, but in this one you were missing when I needed you to fight. So I keep moving forward, even if it aches tonight, 'cause the woman that I'm becoming deserves someone who shows up right. Ran into a lost love and the truth came into view. Your chapter I survived, not a future I can choose. Part of me still loves you, but the rest of me is alive, and I'm walking toward a future where my heart can really thrive. I'm healing, I'm rising, I'm choosing me this time. Ran into a lost love and finally said goodbye. Months of back and forth, I kept calling it love. Thought heaven had aligned us, thought you were sent from above. I held you like a promise, you held me like a pause, and I kept trying to understand a man who kept me lost. Some nights we played our music, danced slow in my little space, and I thought that peace was yours, but it was mine, reflected in your face. I asked you to leave sometimes, not 'cause I didn't care, but my housing has strict rules about how long I can have guests there. My landlord doesn't bend and this apartment's all I've got, but you said you were tired of me pushing you out like it was a lot. You never saw the pressure, how I lived on borrowed grace. The robbery wrecked my credit and fear stayed in my home. I tried to get a loan just to make it through alone. I didn't see you once that month, but somehow God still held me up. And I kept calling it connection when it was barely even love. You walked off with my last dollars, 3 times left me in the cold. I waited, calling, texting, but your phone stayed on hold. That was money for the month and you knew what that would mean. I didn't see it then, but now the pattern's clear and clean. It happened 5 long years since I let anyone this close. You were the first I opened to, the first I trusted with my hopes. I was honest, I was trying, I was real but not perfect. And I thought maybe grace could make the broken edges worth it. I saw you kiss another woman as she handed you her keys. Heard her whisper, what about her? And you said I'd be fine, I'd be at ease. I held my face together till she turned and walked inside. Then I swallowed down the heartbreak with the drink and wounded pride. And on the breaks we took, you saw others, so did I. But he only came for one thing and left me emptier each time. None of it was what I needed, none of it could make me whole. I didn't see it then, but now I'm listening to my soul. Sometimes you try to fix it, but a meal cook for two. Little moments of intention that I wanted to believe were true. But in the end you used my triggers, turned my wounds into a blade. Call me crazy, call me broken when I told you what I was afraid. We both had our own shadows, we both stumbled in the dark. But some wounds came from patterns, and some from a frightened heart. When we made love it felt holy, like something opened in the room. A closeness that felt honest, even if you slipped away too soon. There was a part of you that loved me, a truth I still believe is real. But fear can cloud a tender heart when it's not ready yet to heal. Maybe my growth unnerved you, the strength that gathered on my way. You saw the fire in my spirit and didn't know if you could stay. You held me just a little, Christmas came with perfume. I made gifts with what I had just to bring some warmth to the room. You said thank you, but you missed the meaning in my hands. And the next day came the break, and I could finally understand. When I asked for what you took, you called me selfish, made me small. And that was when something shattered. I finally heard the call, not from you, but from the truth, from the God who guards my name, saying, daughter, this was never love, but it taught you all the same. So now I'm grieving what I wanted, not the man you really were. I'm mourning all the softness that I gave without return. I'm crying for the version of myself I tried to be. I didn't see it then, now the truth is setting me free. Maybe that first week was heaven, or maybe just a sign that my heart could still awaken, even after all that time. It was costly, it was painful, but it opened up my eyes. I didn't see it then, but now I finally recognize. Some people love the broken me, 'cause she was easier to use. They never saw the woman rising, only the version they could bruise. But elevation needs distance, and I'm walking toward my light. If you couldn't hold me in the dark, you don't get me when I shine this bright. I'm not carrying dead weight, I'm not dragging old pain. If you didn't help me build it, you don't get to stake a claim. Not everyone for me. You only called when you were empty, only loved me when it fit. But now my purpose has a pulse, and you can't siphon off of it. I'm building something sacred, and the doors are guarded tight. If you didn't water me then, you don't get to taste the fruit of my life. I'm not giving out access, I'm not handing out a seat. If you didn't walk the journey, you don't get to share the feast. Not everyone comes with me, not everyone gets a key. You don't get a piece of my future just 'cause you knew the past me. I'm stepping into blessings you never showed up to see. And not everyone comes with me, and you don't get a piece of what's meant for me. You were a chapter, not the story, a lesson, not the win. You don't get to claim my glory when you never poured it in. I'm rising with intention, and the circle's small and true. If you didn't love me growing, you don't get me breaking through. Not everyone comes with me, not everyone gets a key. You don't get a piece of my future just 'cause you knew the past me. I'm stepping into blessings you never helped me receive. Yeah, not everyone comes with me, and you don't get a piece of what's meant for me. Yeah. I've carried heartbreak like a weight I didn't choose, held on to people who were only meant to lose. Gave out my softness to the ones who couldn't stay, but I'm done mistaking chaos for someone who's meant to be here. Now I'm clearer about the love I'm calling in. I don't want half-truths, don't want guessing games, don't want someone who only shows up when it rains. I want a heart that's steady, a soul that's brave enough to meet me where I am, and give me more than just almost. I want real love, the kind that doesn't shake when life gets rough. I want real love, a man who shows up steady when the road gets tough. I'm done with temporary highs, done with begging for a sign. I'm ready for a love that feels like home. Yeah, I want real love this time. I've learned my boundaries, learned the power in my no. Learn that peace is something I'm not willing to let go. I want a partner, not a project I rebuild, a love that's rooted deep, not a spark that never filled. I'm choosing better, and better starts with me. I don't want promises that fade when things get real. Don't want a man who runs from everything he feels. I want someone who's present, someone who's strong enough to hold my heart with care and call it more than just good luck. I want real love, the kind that doesn't shake when life gets rough. I want real love, a man who shows up steady when the road gets tough. I'm done with temporary highs, done with begging for a sign. I'm ready for grown enough to love me like I do. I want real love, a love that's honest, deep, and built on trust. I want real love, a future that won't crumble when the storms kick up. No more almost, no more maybes, no more loving like a fool. I'm ready for love that feels like home. Yeah, I want real love. Real love for my home. I felt a shadow of a feeling I thought I buried deep, like a whisper from a hallway where I no longer sleep. It wasn't long, it wasn't love, just a ghost passing through, a reminder of a version of me I outgrew. And for a moment I saw that old door again. But it's not real, it's not open, it's not calling me back. It's a memory flickering in a place I no longer track. I don't live there, I don't break there, I don't fall like I used to. I just notice it now and keep walking through. There's a door that flickers, but it never pulls me in. Just a flash of who I was, not a place I've ever missed. It's a shadow on the wall from a life I've already left. Yeah, the door still flickers, but it's closed and I'm blessed. Sometimes healing isn't perfect, sometimes echoes still appear. Not because I want you back, just because I was once here. But I don't step toward the doorway, don't reach for the frame, I don't fall for the pattern, don't answer your name. It's just a moment, and then it fades again. I can't see it without slipping, I can't feel it without pain, I can't face the old reflection without becoming her again. It's a flicker, not a feeling, just a spark that doesn't stay, a reminder of the woman who finally walked away. There's a door that flickers, but it never pulls me in. Just a flash of who I was, not a place I've ever missed. It's a shadow on the wall from a life I've already left. Yeah, the door still flickers, but it's closed and I'm blessed. I don't fear it anymore, I don't wonder what if, I don't ache for the past or the things I used to miss. I just breathe, let it pass, let the memory drift through. Because the door isn't open, it's just something I outgrew. There's a door that flickers, but it's nothing I return to. Just a moment in the dark from a life I once walked through. It's a shadow, not a calling, just the truth I finally met. Yeah, the door still flickers, but it's closed and I'm set. I remember the girl who opened up too fast, still shaking from the pieces of a broken past. You walked in like a soft kind of proof that maybe love could find its way back through. But that was then, and I'm not her anymore. I can honor what we had without wanting it back. I can see the good without falling through the cracks. You were a chapter, not the whole book of my life. Just a moment where I learned how to feel again. As I outgrew you, like a sunrise outgrows the night it came from. I outgrew you. Like a healed heart outgrows the hands that once held it wrong. You were a lesson, not a lifetime, a spark, not a flame I'd run back to. I'm not who I was when I loved you. I outgrew you. I don't hate the memories, I just don't live there. I don't miss the chaos hiding in your stare. You showed me I could love again, that part's true. But I outgrew the version of me who needed you. And that's okay, it's just the way we grew. I can thank you for the start without wanting the end. I can close the door without breaking again. You were a moment that helped me find my own light, but I shine brighter now when you're not in my sight. Like a sunrise, outgrow the night it came from. I outgrew you. Like a healed heart outgrows the hands that once held it wrong. You were a lesson, not a lifetime, a spark, not a flame I'd run back to. I'm not who I was when I loved you. I outgrew you. Bitterness, 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 go. Bitterness, no bitterness, no longing, no rewinding my chest. Just a quiet kind of peace, knowing I deserve the best. You were part of my becoming, but not part of what I'll do. And that's the truth. I outgrew you. I outgrew you. And the woman I am now finally knows it. I outgrew you. And the future in my hands feels like I chose it. You were a lesson, not a lifetime, a spark, not a flame I'd run back to. I'm not who I was when I loved you. I outgrew you. I outgrew you. I'm not who I was when the world looked past me. I've shed the weight of my past. My armor isn't something you can see. It's learning how to shine in the light. I walk with softer footsteps, but my spirit stands tall. I learned that rising doesn't mean I have to prove it all. The girl who hid in shadows now stands in open light. Not to show I'm better, just to show I've survived. Because I'm being set free, finally becoming me. This is my new armor, to show God's love, lifting up others the world tried to unsee. I'm trying to walk in the open now, covered by His grace. This is my new armor, like a promise revealed. Just to stand in the light. I've learned that being honest is its own kind of power. The smile I used to hide behind is no longer my shield. My truth is where I'm strongest and my heart is finally healed. I'm not afraid of being seen the way I used to be. Every missing piece is where His love completes me. The woman standing here today is steady, holding clear. Everything I used to fear is losing its power quickly. Cause I'm being set free, finally becoming me. This is my new armor, but to show He still moves. He's lifting up the ones the world tried to hide. I'm trying to walk in the open now, covered by His grace. This is my new armor, like an unfolding promise. Thought we had to hide, but God was working in the unseen. We thought we had to shrink, but He was building strength in me. This is my new armor, but to show He still moves, He's lifting up the ones the world tried to hide. I'm trying to walk in the open now, covered by His grace. This is my new armor, like a promise revealed. I was trying to find my path, cutting everyone off but family. Stepping back into the world, hoping maybe I'd find love. Two men came around me, thought one might be meant for me. But the closer that they got, the more they pulled me off my feet. I was trying to start again, but the dating world had changed. All the instant gratification, no intention in their ways. They just wanted to come over, take the little that I had, using up my scarce resources, leaving me feeling empty and sad. But even in the chaos, something whispered to me, girl, you're not lost, you're just learning to see. When I drifted off the path, God pulled me back again, held me steady through the shadows when I couldn't see the end. Every time I lost my footing, He reminded me who I am. Even when I wandered far, He never let go of my hand. I got tangled in distractions, but He never let me fall. Even when my heart was breaking, He still answered when I called. What I thought was my undoing turned to strength I didn't lack. Yeah, I drifted off the path, He carried me back. He helped reopen pieces of me I thought were fading out. Showed up right when I was tired, overwhelmed and full of doubt. Maybe that was perfect timing, sent a spark before it died. A younger love to wake my heart before it fully closed inside. He wasn't meant to stay forever, but He mattered in that week. Gave me space to trust again when I felt fragile, worn and weak. Even though the path divergent, He couldn't walk with me long. He still softened something in me that helped me keep moving on. And even when I doubted, purpose stayed on my skin. You can lose yourself for a moment and still come home again. When I drifted off the path, God pulled me back again, held me steady through the shadows when I couldn't see the end. Every time I lost my footing, He reminded me who I am. Even when I wandered far, He never let go of my hand. I got tangled in distractions, but He never let me fall. Even when my heart was breaking, He still answered when I called. What I thought was my undoing turned to strength I didn't lack. Yeah, I drifted off the path, but He carried me back. Now I'm walking with intention, now I'm grounded in my name. Now the woman I'm becoming isn't a afraid of who I've been. It took 9 long months of circles just to finally understand. Some people come to wake your heart, not to walk with you to the end. Every detour had a purpose, every silence held a key. Not everyone can come along for the ride into my destiny. What I thought was my undoing was the making of me. When I drifted off the path, he still held my hand, turned my chaos into clarity, helped me understand that the journey isn't perfect, but the calling still stands. I was lost for a moment, now I'm finally who I am. Held me steady through the shadows when I couldn't see the end. Every time I lost my footing, he reminded me who I am. What I thought was my undoing turned to strength I didn't lack. Yeah, I drifted off the path, but he carried me back. I'm done with toxic love, I'm done with all the pain. Every time I opened up, you tried to take me out again. You fed on all my softness, tried to weaponize my heart, turn my kindness into weakness just to tear my worth apart. Told me I wasn't worthy, tried to shrink me down to size, belittling, degrading, feeding me your hollow lies. You drained me with your chaos, kept me doubting who I am. But I'm rising from the wreckage, I'm reclaiming back my land. Narcissistic energy, low vibrations in the room, blaming me for everything, gaslighting me to doom, cheating, pointing fingers, saying I was too broke for you. But I see through the lies and games you played, every lie you ever threw. I gave you love you couldn't handle, gave you chances you abused. But I'm done explaining myself, I'm done letting myself lose. This chapter taught me lessons, but I'm not staying in that space. I'm stepping into something higher, leaving shadows in their place. I changed my whole mindset, I rewrote the script inside. I stopped apologizing for the way my spirit shines. I let go of limiting beliefs, let go of everything I tried to force, to fix, to carry. None of that was meant for my life. Oh, I'm walking with intention now, grounded in my truth. I'm honoring the woman that I prayed to grow into. I want the abundance and the good life, but I detach from the outcome. I let the universe, let God deliver whatever's meant to come. Abundance will flow to me in this new year in different forms. You'll see opportunities, connections, blessings tailor-made for me. I'm co-creating with the universe, with God who walks beside. Every step is guided, every blessing right on time. Back off, leave me alone, there's no room for you in my life. Your attacks return to sender, I'm protected by the light. I'm stepping in a purpose and a peace into my throne. I'm not who I was before, I'm a woman fully grown. I'm closing every door behind me, I'm not dragging it into the new year. I'm chosen, I'm protected, and my purpose is crystal clear. I've done the work, I've healed the wounds, I've let go of the past. Something better's coming for me, something built to truly last. I don't know what the future holds, but I feel it in my bones. This new chapter is my destiny, I'm finally coming home. Your weapons can't touch me, your shadows can't reach my light. I chose me, this isn't selfish, this is self-preservation done right. Yeah. Oh, I'm walking with intention, I'm aligned with what's divine. I'm stepping into blessings that were always meant to find. The hill restored, empowered me, the woman I become. bright and limitless, unfolding in divine design. I'm not rushing what's ahead of me, I'm trusting in the climb. I'm guided by the whispers of a purpose that's refined. I haven't figured it all out, but I'm no longer walking blind. My purpose is unfolding, yeah. I can see the signs. Every shift, every ending, every blessing, every test, it's all been preparation for the life I'm manifest. I'm closing every door behind me, I'm not dragging it into the new year. I'm chosen, I'm protected, and my purpose is crystal clear. I've done the work, I've healed the wounds, I've let go of the past. Something better's coming for me, something built to truly last. I don't know what the future holds, but I feel it in my bones. This new chapter is my destiny, I'm finally coming home. Your weapons can't touch me, your shadows can't reach my light. I chose me, this isn't selfish, this is self-preservation. Don't run, I'm stepping into overflow, into blessings by design. I'm aligned with who I'm meant to be. My purpose is unfolding, and I can see the signs. The future's bright and unlimited. Everything meant for me is arriving in the new year, in divine timing, right on time. I'm walking in protection, I'm walking in the sun. The battle's already over, I've already won. My spirit's steady rising, my destiny's begun. I'm stepping into everything God promised I'd become. They speak my name like a mystery untold, but I rise in truth, my spirit bold. Every step I take, the ground remembers. I'm the flame that burns through cold Decembers. Who is she? I am her. What does she bring? Light and power. Does she stand on higher ground? I am her, unbound, profound. What's her song? Hope forever. What's her crown? Strength and honor. What's her fire? Love that saves. I am her, the world I raise. No shadow can dim the fire I hold. I'm the story that was waiting to unfold. I walk through storms, yet I never fall. I'm the echo that answers every call. Not defined by the gaze of another's eyes. I break the chains, I claim the skies. Brother and sister, lover, friend. I'm the beginning, I'm the end. Every scar is a jewel I wear, proof of the battles that made me rare. I carry the weight, but I still ascend. I'm the anthem that will never bend. I don't wait for a song to adore me. I sing my truth, but the world implore me. I'm the anthem, the echo, the flame. Hurry's not a title, it's my name. I rise with the dawn, unbroken, free. The crown of resilience belongs to me. Every voice that doubted fades away. I am her and I'm here to stay. Who is she? I am her. What does she bring? Light and power. Does she stand on higher ground? I forever renowned. I've been running on empty since 19, living off instinct, surviving the unseen. Had moments of sunlight, but shadows stayed long. Forgot who I was while trying to stay strong. But something in me woke up New Year's Eve. I never lost my spark, that's when I started burning bright and free. Now everything's moving like a fast spinning wheel. My heart's catching up to the truth I can feel. It's not chaos, it's clarity breaking me free. I'm not falling apart, I'm coming back to me. I'm rising out the ashes of the girl I had to be, stepping into something bigger, something finally meant for me. It's so coming back to me. Yeah, I'm coming back to me. I've carried thousands of lifetimes on my shoulders so long. They're finally falling off faster than I could imagine. Moving on. The pain I once drowned in doesn't hurt as bad. Now I'm finally aligning. I'm breathing in freedom, my spirit realigning. I see the past through a softer lens. The flame in me rising, the healing begins. And everything's shifting like a tide pulling deep. My soul's waking up from a long heavy sleep. It's not fear, it's the future calling me free. I'm not breaking down, I'm coming back to me. Rising out the ashes, of the girl I had to be, stepping into something bigger, something finally meant for me. It's a wildfire of freedom, lighting everything I see. I'm not losing control, I'm coming back to me. Now I'm standing here burning, stepping into the light. I'm rising out the ashes of the girl I had to be, stepping into something bigger, something finally meant for me. It's a wildfire of freedom, lighting everything I see. I'm not losing control, I'm coming back to me. I'm coming back to me. I'm finally coming back to me. I've walked through this lifetime with a weary soul and body. Things tried to crush me, but my faith held me through every battle. And maybe that's why I long for a love that holds me right, a steady kind of presence, someone who understands my fight. Not just anyone, but a heart that loves with truth and grace, who sees the tired parts of me and still chooses my flame. I'm ready for support, for softness, for someone I'm standing in my own light anyway. You walked in with empty pockets, but I still opened up my door. You said life had been unkind to you, and I believed you to the core. I gave you warmth, I gave you shelter, let you breathe inside my space. But every time I turned around, something else was out of place. You took my charger, took my peace, took the calm right out my chest. You said you never hurt me, but your actions did the rest. I tried to see the good in you, tried to give you one more chance, but love can't grow in shadows. When someone's hiding behind a mask to blur reality, and yours was slipping slowly till the truth stared back at me. I heard the whispers in the morning, heard the lies between your lines. You thought your mask would fool me, but baby, truth shows up in time. I loved you, yeah, I meant it when I let you in, but your mask fell off the moment disrespect began. You called me crazy just to cover up your shame, but I'm done playing in your small dishonest games. You try to twist my softness into something you could use, but I won't shrink myself so you can hide behind your rules. I loved you, but your mask fell off. And once I saw the real you standing in that broken stance, I knew right then and there you lost your chance. I've been healing from a heartbreak that I kicked out back in 2020. I filed for divorce in 2021. That relationship broke me down but woke me up. Manipulation being used. I swore I wouldn't take that from anybody. I rebuilt myself from nothing, piece by piece and day by day. I promised I'd protect my heart if love ever came my way. You were the first man I let in. Since I finally broke that chain, I opened up, I trusted you, but you brought back the same pain. You used my car, my time, my spirit, then blamed me when I drew a line. Your mask was cracking every moment, but I ignored the warning signs. I don't know how I missed the truth, but I won't miss it twice again. I'm done repeating cycles that only break me in the end. You can keep your accusations, you can keep your empty pride, but you can't hide behind that mask now that I've seen what's inside. I love you, but that love won't save you now. Your mask fell off the moment you tried tearing me down. You called me selfish just to hide what you were taking, but I'm done carrying the weight of all your faking. I loved you, but your mask fell off. Truth is standing there with no disguise or dance. I knew right then and there you lost your chance. I've been trying to move forward from the trauma I survived, breaking cycles, breaking patterns, trying hard to build a different life. I let myself love again, even though I was scared to try. Opened up a wounded heart and prayed this time it wouldn't lie. But this isn't what love looks like, and I won't ignore the signs. This time your mask fell off and showed me every truth you tried to hide. I'm not repeating all that heartbreak, I'm choosing freedom while I can. Breaking the final chain of poverty and the trauma tied to loving the wrong man. I'm stepping into something higher, into peace I had to earn. And you'll feel the weight of losing me when the silence makes you learn. I loved you, but that chapter's closed for good. Your mask fell off and showed you never loved me like you should. I'm rising from the wreckage of the lies you tried to spin, and I'm stronger than I've ever been. And I loved you, but your mask fell off, and now I'm walking forward with my heart and soul enhanced. Because once your truth was visible, you lost your chance. I chose peace, I carry peace. Answers prepared for the one meant for me. All will be revealed in God's perfect time. The doors are opening, the future is mine. For so long now, breaking wide. In Jesus' name, no more denied. Failure defeated, victory near. Abundance flows, the promise is clear. I lay down the struggle, I rise in His name. Generational curse breaker, breaking the chain. Guided divine, set apart to shine for such a time as this. His will is mine. Like Esther, I was set apart for such a time as this. Beats in my heart, guided divine, a curse breaker I stand. Generations healed by the Lord's hand. Good things are coming soon, I believe. Miracles wait and blessings are received. Wealth and travel, love and life. Abundance surrounds me, my soul takes flight. Doors once locked now open wide. Jesus walks with me, angels by my side. Victory rising, the promise is true. The life I deserve is breaking through. Generational curse breaker, chosen I stand, set apart by His mighty hand. Like Esther I rise, my purpose revealed for such a time as this. My destiny sealed. He will see I'm meant for Him, chosen by God before it begins. Our paths will cross when the timing is right. Love ordained, shining holy light. But God writes stories no man can conceive. His word alone brings lasting peace. I speak life, I speak truth. Blessings flow for my family's youth. Miracles waiting, the season is near. The future unfolds, His promise is clear. Like Esther, I was set apart for such a time as this. Beats in my heart, guided divine, a curse breaker I stand. Generations healed by the Lord's hand. Good things are coming soon, I believe. Miracles are waiting, blessings I receive. Wealth and travel, love and life. Abundance surrounds me, my soul takes flight. Doors once locked now open wide. Jesus walks with me, angels by my side. Victory rising, the promise is true. The life I deserve is breaking through. Generational curse breaker, chosen I stand, set apart by His mighty hand. Like Esther I rise, my purpose revealed for such a time as this. My destiny sealed. No more scarcity, no more chains. The power of Jesus forever remains. Mantras of faith, declarations of light. Angels surround me through every night. Generational curse breaker, chosen I rise, set apart by God. His truth never dies. Like Esther I stand, my purpose is clear. For such a time as this, the promise is near. The doors are opening, the blessings flow. Abundance surrounds me, the world will know. Victory is certain, His word is true. The future is brighter, He makes all things new. Good things are coming soon, I believe. Miracles waiting, blessings I receive. Wealth and travel, love and life. Abundance surrounds me, my soul takes flight. Generational curse breaker, chosen I stand, set apart by His mighty hand. Like Esther I rise, my purpose revealed for such a time as this. My destiny sealed. I chose peace, I carry peace. The future unfolds, my soul's release. With Jesus beside me, I walk in His will, peace and promise, His word fulfilled. They thought they understood me, but they couldn't see me behind my mask. Reading only what was surface, never caring enough to ask. I kept my voice small, trying to stay meek and humble, carrying stones inside my chest, afraid my world would crumble. Underneath the quiet were deep roots that shaped me, growing under pressure, under the weight of doubt that changed me. Strength was forming in the shadows where I stood in silence, changing me in hidden places, far away from the influence. Every broken piece was made new, shaped by hands that carried me. His glory would shine through me in ways the world was never meant to see. They tried to put me in a box I didn't fit in, tried to shrink me down to match the limits they lived in. Misunderstood, misjudged, but I didn't quit. God saw me when no one else did. They tried to write my story with their narrow point of view. Every line they scribbled only proved it wasn't true. They tried to put me in a box I didn't fit in, but I was made for more than what they tried to keep me in. They judged the outside, never saw the war within. Thought they knew my story by the shape of my skin. I wore a smile like armor just to make it through the day, but underneath that practice curve, all I could do was pray. They never saw the nights I cried or how I fought to stay. They never saw the girl who rose when everything gave way. They never saw the courage it took just to breathe again. God was in the quiet, molding me in His way. Every broken piece was made new, shaped by hands that carried me. His glory would shine through me in ways the world was never meant to see. They tried to put me in a box I didn't fit in, tried to shrink it down to match the limits they lived in. Misunderstood, misjudged, but I didn't quit. God saw me when no one else did. They tried to write my story with a narrow point of view, but every line they scribbled only proof of what wasn't true. They tried to put me in a box I didn't fit in. I was made for more than what they saw. Now they're rising up with me. Every seed I planted quietly, the harvest was being watered for me, and fertilized soil rich with destiny. Every heartbreak was a lesson, every silence held a key, every lonely night was soil where God was growing victory. Rising up from the past with the strength they couldn't see. He was shaping me for right now, preparing who I'm meant to be. They tried to put me in a box I didn't fit, but God broke every boundary they tried to keep me in. Now I'm standing in the open with the strength they couldn't see. The girl they overlooked is who God has chosen to carry destiny. I used to play Tink on repeat just to make it through the nights when I wasn't being seen, when I wasn't treated right. Music held me down when my world was breaking open. Gaming kept me steady when my heart was left unspoken. But I rose from all the pieces that they tried to leave behind. Found my voice inside the silence, found my power in my mind. Now I'm building from my purpose, every track another flame. I don't chase love, I attract the one who matches my lane. I'm not looking for flawless, just a soul that shows up, just a soul that shows. Someone steady in the shadows, someone real when life gets tough. Treat me like somebody, I treat you like a king. Queen, queen, and king energy, that's the way we build a thing. We rise above the history, we rise above the pain. Creativity flows from me to you and back again. If you stay, then stay for real, not just for the moment's high. I want a partner in a purpose, not a passerby. Hey, I've walked alone through storms that would have broken weaker hearts, but I turned them into lyrics, turned the darkness into art. Now I'm calling in a presence that aligns with who I am, not a a savior, not a fixer, just a grown creative man. Someone loyal in the quiet, someone solid in the climb, someone who builds a life with me, one purpose at a time. Friend of love, I'm open long as you respect my soul, long as you see my crown and never try to take control. I need a fairy tale, just a real one who stays, someone who rides the lows with me and celebrates the gains. A king who knows his worth and sees the royalty in me. Two creators in alignment, that's the love I'm meant to see. Treat me like somebody, I'll treat you like a king. Queen and king energy, that's the way we build a thing. We rise above the history, we rise above the pain. Creativity flows from me to you and back again. If you stay, then stay for real, not just for the moment's high. I want a partner in a purpose, not a passerby. Came up with a hit, said heart sink to the beat. Music saved my soul, gaming kept me on my feet. I don't clock and nod, this is who I am. Purpose in my chest, power sitting in my hands. Every setback taught me how to level up again. Every heartbreak made me sharper with the pen. I don't fold under pressure, I create through the pain. Turn my storms into songs, that's how I stay in the game. I don't need a crowd to validate my name, I just need a real one who respects the flame. I need someone with the same drive, same flame. Friend of love, long as they stay in the lane. Creative to the core, yeah, that's my tribe. If you ain't built for purpose, you don't match the vibe. I'm calling in the ones who rise, not run. If you're here for the journey, then you're already the ones. Yeah, studio's my therapy, controller's my escape. I built whole worlds when I need a little space. I'm not chasing cloud, I'm building legacy. If you roll with me, you better bring energy. I've walked alone through seasons most don't survive, but I came out glowing with a purpose in my eyes. I don't need perfection, just someone who stays, someone who builds with me through the long creative days. Collab with a king or a queen who gets it, someone who builds, not someone who quits it. Music ain't work, it's breath, it's life. I need someone who respects that fire. Same drive, same flame, that's the rule. If you're here for the long run, then we're cool. Friend of love, I don't force a thing, just imagine my purpose in the fire I bring. Carry my weight for a long, long time. Learned to build my peace, learned to guard my mind. But now my heart is open in a different way, ready for a man who knows how to stay. Not someone who's threatened by the fire I hold, not someone who shrinks when the truth gets told. I need a steady presence with a grounded soul, a man who meets my strength and helps me grow. I'm done settling, done with fear. I'm ready for a partner who can stand right here. I want a man who can hold me and handle my light, who doesn't dim when I rise, who doesn't run from my fight. A man who loves with intention, who chooses me, who shows up with courage and comes to support in this season. And maybe longer, who chooses me every day and I choose him too, who brings peace to my spirit and stands in truth. I want a man who can stand next to me in my life, the kind of love that is heaven sent. He'll honor my boundaries, not push past the line. He'll speak with respect, he'll move with design. He will carry peace and feel like coming home. It's trust, it's presence, it's tending the fire. He won't fear my calling nor the path I take. He'll walk beside me, not judging my pace. He'll love the woman I become, not the girl I outgrew. And he'll bring a strength that feels safe and true. I'm done with settling, done with fear. I'm ready for a partner who can stand right here. I want a man who can hold me and handle my light, who doesn't dim when I rise, who doesn't run from my fight. A man who loves with intention, who chooses me, who shows up with courage and comes to support in this season. And maybe longer, who chooses me every day and I choose him too, who brings peace to my spirit and stands in truth. I want a man who can stand next to me in my life, the kind of love that is heaven sent. No more shrinking down to fit someone's view. No more loving men who never knew what to do. Love that's steady and true. A man who meets me where I am. A man who meets my heart with open eyes. I want a man who, I want a man. I want a man who can hold me and handle my light, who doesn't dim when I rise, who doesn't run from my fight. A man who loves with intention, who chooses me, who shows up with courage and comes to support in this season. And maybe longer, who chooses me every day and I choose him too, who brings peace to my spirit and stands in truth. I want a man who can stand next to me in my life, the kind of love that's heaven sent. Even though my life is still hard, I'm holding on to faith, waiting on the blessings you promised in your grace. Money, love, and all the things I know will come in time. But even in the waiting, you keep my spirit aligned. My future feels brighter than I've ever seen before. It's surreal, it's light, it's clear, I'm not afraid anymore. I don't know what tomorrow brings, but hope is rising up in me. And even with the struggles that remain, your peace is how I breathe. So thank you for today, for the strength to stand, for the breath inside my chest. Thank you for today, for the mindset that makes every heavy moment less. No matter what your plan may be, or what the road ahead displays, the holy three in one, I will always thank you for today. You set me free. All glory and honor goes to you. There may be challenges with my health and battles I still face, but you've given me a a clarity that suffering can't erase. You revived my hope again, you lifted up my eyes. You showed me that my future holds a promise in the skies. I've forgiven every person I've released what weighed me down, and now I walk in freedom with my feet on holy ground. Oh, I don't know what tomorrow brings, but hope is rising up in me, and even with the struggles that remain, your peace is how I breathe. So thank you for today, for the strength to stand, for the breath inside my chest. Thank you for today, for the mindset that makes every heavy moment less. No matter what your plan may be, or what the road ahead displays, the holy three in one, I will always thank you for today. You set me free. All glory and honor goes to you. You've been faithful in the waiting. You've been present in the pain. You've been whispering your comfort in the sunshine and the rain. And whatever comes tomorrow, whatever you ordain, I'll keep lifting up my gratitude. My heart will still proclaim you set me free. All glory and honor goes to you. So thank you for today, for the strength to stand, for the breath inside my chest. Thank you for today, for the mindset that makes every heavy moment less. No matter what your plan may be, or what the road ahead displays, holy three in one, I will always thank you for today. You set me free. All glory and honor goes to you. Where are you? I can't find you. I reach out in the quiet, but the silence answers back. You're supposed to be beside me, cover each other in prayer and guard it from attack. A soft space for both of us to rest in each other's arms. The peace resounds within our souls. We're royalty and spirit, two crowns forged in fire, two thrones side by side. Are you awake out there, my love? Or are you still sleeping through the signs? I walk this path with purpose, but some days it feels too wide for one. Still I feel you in the distance, like a heartbeat I can't touch but can't outrun. And the pull I feel gets stronger day by day, like your soul is trying to find its way. Will you find me even hidden, even veiled for reasons I don't understand? The darkness tries to sever what heaven already planned. Don't wait too long, my king, my soulmate. The world is shifting fast and I can feel you in the change. I pray our eyes blame. But I know you're part of this mission, part of why my soul refuses to break. I cover you in prayer already, even without a name or face to hold. I feel your wounds like echoes. I feel you calling, waking up inside my bones. Are you searching for me to love, or waiting for a sign to move? I'm standing in the in-between, but my heart keeps making room. And the pull I feel gets stronger day by day, like destiny is tightening the space between our names. Will you hear me through the distance, through the storms that try to twist our fate? The darkness wants to break the bond that heaven dared to create. Don't wait too long, my king, my soulmate. The world is shifting fast, and I can feel you in the change. I pray our eyes recognize each other when the moment rearranges everything. If we already crossed paths once, maybe I wasn't meant to see, but maybe you did, maybe you knew, maybe your spirit called to me. Everyone deserves a love that's steady and true, a ride and die kind of fire, just me and you. We'll share our gifts with the world someday, but until then, come home soon. I'm not asking for perfection, just a heart that beats in rhythm with my own. A warrior who knows his purpose, a king who's tired of walking life alone. I'll stand with you through every battle. I'll lift you when your strength runs thin. Two souls chosen for a reason, two flames destined to win. And the pull I feel gets stronger day by day, like heaven's drawing you closer, like you're already on your way. So don't wait too long, my king, my soulmate. The heavens whisper your name when I pray. I'm ready for the moment our paths collide and destiny finally opens the way. If you saw me once and recognized me, I hope you felt the pull inside your chest. 'Cause I've been waiting with a quiet hope for the day God says, now go be blessed. Everyone deserves a love that's steady and true, a ride and die kind of fire, just me and you. We'll share our gifts with the world someday, but until then, come home soon. Carry pieces of my past like they were chains on me, held on to stories that were never meant to be. But I walked through every season, faced the mirror with clear eyes, and the girl I used to hide now stands with me in light. I've been whole since 2020, that truth lives deep in me. I'm not becoming anymore, I'm who I'm meant to be. I'm not healing, I'm whole now, not searching, I'm aligned. Every part of me is present, every version unified. I forgave everyone in my life, I let go of every weight, and now I'm finally free. I rose up from everything that tried to keep me small. I reclaimed all my power, I released every fall. To be. I'm not learning how to love her, she's been standing here for years, strong and steady in a spirit, without shame and without fear. Every lesson helped me awaken, every scar became a guide. I'm embracing every moment that once cut me deep inside. I'm not holding on to history, I'm not living in the past. I've been rooted in my wholeness, and I'm free at last. I'm not healing, I'm complete now. Not reaching, not restored. I release what wasn't mine, and I don't carry it anymore. I forgave everyone in my life. I let go of every weight, and now I'm finally free. I rose up from everything that tried to keep me small. I reclaimed all my power, I released every fall. I forgave everyone in my life. Freedom lives inside me, that's who I'm meant to be. I'm walking in my purpose, I'm standing in my truth. I'm honoring the woman that the world misunderstood. I'm choosing peace over history, choosing love over fear, choosing me fully, and I've been hurt for years. I forgave everyone in my life. I let go of every weight, and now I'm finally free. I rose up from everything that tried to keep me small. I reclaimed all my power, I released every fall. I forgave everyone in my life. Freedom lives inside me, that's who I'm meant to be. This is for anyone who's ever been misunderstood in their hardest moment. I know you'll fight, you're not alone. They said my breaking was a warning, but it was really release. God carried me through the storm of 2020. He never left my side. They named the storm inside me like they needed it defined. But I was never what they called me. I was stronger the whole time. I've been holding years away deep in my chest, but God kept every piece of me together while I fought to find my rest. I was tired and weary, taking on too much my body couldn't hold, misunderstood and silenced, too exhausted to fight for my freedom. But that moment wasn't the end, it became the start of transformation. You're not the label they gave you, you're not the story they told. You're more than the moment they misread. You're a heart that's learning to unfold. If the world got your chapter wrong, your truth is still your own. You're not the label they gave you, you've always been whole. They didn't see the strength it took to make it through the night, or the quiet battles I was fighting for in my life. But I'm rising from the ashes with a brand new kind of light, a miracle in motion, finally getting close. You're not fragile, just tender to the weight the world can bring. Speak with kindness, love runs deeper. Check on your friends, be a keeper. The label wasn't you, it never matched your life. My marriage fell apart. I was sick with recurring bronchitis, still helping everyone else when I should have cared for myself. The medication I was given didn't help me and made things harder. I need an understanding, not assumptions. Someone I trusted made things worse behind my back, and my body reacted in ways I didn't understand. I wasn't crazy, I was overwhelmed, exhausted, drugged and betrayed. People heard the noise, but they didn't hear the battle. They didn't see the spiritual weight or the fear I was carrying alone. I've been off medication for years now, but please talk to your doctor before changing anything. Make sure your diagnosis is truly yours. I needed rest, compassion, support, and love. I only had God and He brought me through. I didn't deserve the labels society put on me. That breakdown became my breakthrough. I'm living proof those labels are lies. I'm standing up for the ones who survive without support. The overwhelmed, the sensitive, the spiritually pressed. Today I'm free, no chains finally back to me. Still learning, still growing, hoping my voice brings light to anyone who's been misunderstood. I know you're fighting, not alone. You're not the label they gave you. You're not the story they told. You're more than the moment they misread. You're a heart that's learning to unfold. If the world got your chapter wrong, your truth is still your own. You're not the label they gave you. You've always been whole. When the nights get heavy and the memories start to flood, I whisper a prayer and remind myself I'm still loved. If you need support, reach out, don't sit in it alone. Trauma leaves an imprint, and it left one on my soul. I found someone trained to help me sort through what I'd survived. A steady hand beside me while I learned to breathe and rise. It takes compassion, patience, and a heart that understands. But doing the work and releasing the weight is how you stand again. Take it slow. And when someone walks with you, guide them gently through the pain. Remember, God can move through them to help you heal again. There's grace in the deep end, showing up when you feel small. A quiet kind of rescue that reminds you you're not lost at all. It's not your fault, big life shifts can shake your soul awake. And sensitive hearts feel the tremble more than most can take. God sends the right support at the moment you need it most. When emotions feel like oceans and you're sorting through the echoes. If you're overwhelmed, reach out, you don't have to face it alone. Healing isn't weakness, it's the bravest thing you'll ever own. When the waves rise higher than the strength you think you have, there's grace in the deep end, holding you steady through the pain. There were days I felt unsteady, like my past was pulling tight. But every honest conversation brought a little more clarity. We named the things I carried, the ones I hid so well. And slowly I felt pieces of my story start to settle. They showed me how to breathe again when old emotions rose. How to let them move through me instead of holding them tightly on the inside. And as the layers lifted, I began to clearly see that healing isn't weakness, it's the strength God grows in us. And for those who walk with purpose, the pressure can feel strong, because spiritual battles show up when you're stepping into what's been yours all along. But even in the warfare, when the fight feels like it won't end, God meets you in the struggle with grace in the deep end. Don't let those emotions overtake you. You're stronger than you know. And if you need help, it's okay. Reaching out, that's how you heal. You're not failing for feeling deeply. You're not wrong for needing grace. You're a soul in transformation. salvation, stepping into a safer place. May God heal every storm and every trauma from your past. May peace settle over the places where old shadows used to last. May clarity rise where confusion once lived, and may strength return to every part of you that felt stripped. For the ones with great light and great purpose, your calling has always been bigger than the battle. Those with kingdom assignments are often pressed the hardest, but you are covered, protected, and surrounded by angels. I decree and declare that every force of darkness must stand down in the name of Jesus. Back off these souls, they belong to God. Their purpose is rising, their healing is unfolding, and their breakthrough is already on the way. And when the waters rise, when the emotions feel like too much, may you feel grace in the deep end. God's lifting you with a gentle touch. You are not alone, you are not forgotten. You are held, guided, and carried, and you are stepping into a new beginning. Are there any real men out there anymore? I can't seem to find them, so I'm done looking hard. I'm done chasing, done forcing what isn't aligned. I'm attracting what's meant, what's already mine in God's heart. If I get quiet, don't take it as distance. Sometimes my past still whispers in the dark. I'm not shutting you out, I'm steady in my spirit. Let your presence be the place where I can land and let my spirit rest. If tears come, don't rush to erase them. Just wrap your arms around me even if I turn away. Tell me I'm safe, tell me you're not leaving. Try again, stay close, let your warmth lead the way. I don't need pressure, I need awareness. A man who knows his words can either wound or heal. Someone who sees the strength behind my softness and treats my heart like something sacred and real. I don't need perfect, I just need presence. A steady soul who listens with intention. Someone who understands my silence isn't rejection, just a moment where I'm finding my center again. I want a man who knows my worth and meets me where I am. Love me with awareness, love me with intention, not a plan. If I cry, pull me close, even if I pull away. Tell me I'm okay, try again, stay. Show me the kind of love I haven't seen in years, the kind that builds, protects, and clears. If you choose me with dignity and grace, and I will choose you too. Have your own foundation, your job, your place, your purpose. A faith that's lived, not forced, something that keeps you grounded. Reach out more than once a week, let me feel your presence. Show me consistency, not convenience. Let your effort be well-rounded. Let me rest my head on your chest while the movie's playing. Let your arm fall around me like it belongs there. Let me breathe in your heartbeat, feel your calm, steady mind. Let the quiet moments show me how deeply you care. Hold my hand in public, kiss me without hesitation. Dance with me in the kitchen when the world feels loud. Bring me flowers just because you thought of me. Treat me with respect and dignity, I'm worth the wait. I don't need flawless, I just need honest. A man who shows up even when life gets hard. Someone who builds connection, not confusion. Who loves with intention, not disregard. I want a man who knows my worth and meets me where I am. Love me with weary body, a spirit that's carried too much alone. I need a man whose arms feel like rest, a place that feels like home. A man who stands on truth, who shows up when he says he will. A man who doesn't play games with my heart, who keeps his intentions real. I need a man I can rest with, not hide behind. Someone whose presence settles my spirit, not shakes my mind. A protector, not a savior, just a steady place to breathe. Someone who sees my open heart and guards it like a treasure I keep. I've carried too much alone, I'm ready to exhale. Ready for arms that hold me when my strength feels frail. A man who stands beside me, not above or behind. A ride and steady love, the loyal grown mankind. I keep seeing that vision God showed me long ago. A man moving steady, grounded in his soul. I've always seen him in shades of brown, the way God painted him in my spirit, soft and bold. A man who comes around, who stays, who doesn't run, who builds with me, grows with me. Two paths become the one, a love that feels like forever, not fantasy or pretend. A partner, a protector, a lover, a friend. Sometimes a face can stir something ancient in me, a spark, a memory, a feeling I can't quite place. But I know better than to chase a shadow. Not every lightning bolt is meant to be fate. I've seen men who mirror pieces of my story, wounds that look like mine, strength shaped by pain. But that doesn't make them the promise, it just shows me the kind of love I'm ready to claim. There's more than one soulmate in this lifetime. It's time and intention, and where your spirit stands, love finds you when your heart and your journey align. Not through a stranger on a screen, but the one meant for your hands. I want a man who knows my worth and meets me where I am. Build with me, grow with me, stay when life gets hard again. Make love with meaning, not just touch. Choose connection, choose foundation, choose us. If you love me like you see my soul from the start, and I will choose you too. I've walked through fire with no one beside me, held in my world with hands that were shaking. People saw strength, but they never saw the cost. The nights I prayed for peace, I still haven't lost. I've been the warrior, the healer, the one who stayed, even when my own heart felt like it was frayed. But I'm still here, breathing softer than before, learning I don't have to fight every battle anymore. I'm not broken, I'm just tired of surviving, ready for a life that feels like more than striving. I'm learning to rest, learning to receive, trusting what's coming is better than what had to leave. I survived survival, now I'm waiting for the life I deserve. A love that's steady, a peace that doesn't need words. A home for my spirit, a place where I can breathe. I'm standing in the in-between, but I'm not leaving me. I survived survival, now I'm ready for something true. A future that feels like softness after everything I've been through. Carry burdens that weren't mine to hold, love people who left me standing in the cold. But I kept my heart open even when it hurt, even when the world tried to teach me I had no worth. Now I'm choosing quiet over chaos and noise, choosing alignment over temporary joys. I'm not chasing anything that drains my soul, I'm attracting the life that was written in my scroll. I'm not broken, I'm just done with pretending, done with the cycles that kept my spirit bending. I'm learning to rest, learning to believe that the life I prayed for is already on its way to me. I survived survival, now I'm waiting future that feels like softness after everything I've been through. I'm not rushing the promise, I'm not forcing the plan. I'm letting God send the moment, the blessing, the man. I've been tired, I've been weary, but I'm still alive. What's meant for my spirit is already mine. I survived survival, now I'm waiting for the life I deserve. A love that's steady, a peace that doesn't need words, a home for my spirit, a place where I can breathe. I'm standing in the in-between, but I'm not leaving me. I survived survival, and I'm stepping into something new. A future that feels like softness, and I know it's coming soon. I've been alone in all the ways it count. Even when someone came around, it never amounted to anything real. I've been carrying my heart on my own for years, strong-willed, independent, facing every fear. I'm honest to the bone, even when the truth cuts deep. I don't sugarcoat my feelings just to make someone feel at ease. I know how to be happy, I've built peace on my own, but I'm craving something real, someone steady I can call my own. I need a love that's steady, not a fantasy, a soul that's strong enough to walk with me. Hold me without breaking me, love me with a steady energy. I'm wild, I'm free, but I'm loyal too. If you got me, I'll pour into you. I don't need perfect, just honesty. Show me with your actions what your words can't be. Hold me without breaking me. I'm ready for the one who's meant for me. I'm adventurous at heart, even if I haven't moved in years. Most days I'm flying free with the eagles in my spirit. I crave a life that opens up, not one that feeds my fears. I want a house to make a home, a garden in the yard, somewhere love can grow like roots even when life gets hard. I'm optimistic, generous, I lift the room when I walk in. Curious and deep, I want a partner who can grow from within. But my bluntness can sting and my restlessness shows. I need someone who understands the fire in my soul. I need a love that's patient, not afraid of death, a heart that doesn't run when I take a breath. Hold me without breaking me, love me with a steady energy. I'm wild, I'm free, but I'm loyal too. If you got me, I'll pour into you. I don't need perfect, just honesty. Show me with your actions what your words can't be. Hold me without breaking me. I'm ready for the one who's meant for me. I've got a vision for my future and I'm building it slow. A place with peace and sunlight where our love can grow. I don't need a man to save me, I've already saved myself. I just want someone faithful who won't lie or love in stealth. No cheating, no condemning, no games in the dark. Just a man who sees my spirit and protects my heart. A partner who grows with me, who's real and sincere. Someone who knows my fire and still chooses to stay near. Hold me without breaking, love me with steady energy. I'm wild, I'm free, but I'm loyal too. If you got me, I'll pour into you. was meant for me. I've lived in too many places with the same four walls, same rules, same noise, same late night calls. Robbery scars and the pain they never fixed. 10 years in a place where the shadows of my past live. My past in this place, failed marriage, broken trust, robberies, heartbreak, people who took too much. Every time I breathe I feel the weight of what I've seen. This ain't my home anymore, it's a place I've been. Cool up a shadow in the corners where the sunlight fades. Old chains I broke, but the memories stayed. I'm tired of surviving in a place that isn't my home anymore. I'm ready for a life that I get to make. No more apartments, no more rules, no more landlords treating me like a fool. I'm done with the noise, I'm done with the fear. I'm gonna get a home where my soul feels clear. No more running from the things I've lived out, taking back the life I give. No more apartments, I'm choosing a home, a safer place of my own, where I can finally breathe. Where I can finally breathe. Better neighborhoods still had people with guns. Every place I moved I still had to run. Same types of issues, same type of stress, same type of landlords doing less and less. I've lived enough life to see the pattern repeat. Different zip codes, same cold concrete. I don't have the money yet, but I have a brand new plan. I'm a survivor with abundance in my soul and a millionaire mindset. Now I choose to stand. I'm not scared of leaving, I'm scared of staying in a place that keeps taking and taking and taking. Somewhere, somehow, some way, money will come my way, so I can leave this life behind and start the life that's really mine today. No more apartments, no more rules, no more landlords treating me like a fool. I'm done with the noise, I'm done with the fear. I'm gonna get a home where my soul feels clear. No more running from the things I lived out, taking back the life I give. No more apartments, I'm choosing me, a place of my own, where I can finally breathe. I'm not moving back, I'm moving on, leaving the trauma where it belongs. A yard of my own, a key in my hand, a place that finally understands. Too many memories, Cooper's gone, that was the last straw. I need space to breathe, to rise and answer my call. I'm walking toward peace, toward something new, a home that rises when I do. Where I can finally breathe. He was small, but he walked like a lion. White coat, black spots, little spark in his eyes. Broke his leg as a puppy, but he kept on trying. Never slowed down once in his whole little life. Curled up on my lap when the nights felt heavy. Slept by my side like he guarded my dreams. Followed every step like he was born ready. to be my shadow, my comfort, my peace. Cooper, you were my light in the dark. 10 years of love in that tiny heart. You ran through the world like you owned every part. My little fighter, my brave little spark. And even though you're gone, you're not far. You're still my light in the dark. Trained you gentle, taught you how to calm the storms. Therapy dog with a soul made of gold. Dog park days running wild, feeling warm, playing with cats like you. Never got old. You'd look back at me just to make sure I was near, like you knew I needed you more than you knew. And every walk, every moment, every year, you were healing me, and I was loving you. Cooper, you were my light in the dark. 10 years of love in that tiny heart. You ran through the world like you owned every part. My little fighter, my brave little spark. And even though you're gone, you're not far. You're still my light in the dark. I dreamed of you running, all 4 legs strong, home with me again like nothing was wrong. Maybe that was your soul saying one last goodbye, letting me see you whole before you learn to fly. And I'll visit your grave when the road brings me there, stand in the quiet and